thought it was time to send you another video message. It's been over a month that I did that, and I found it really hard in the last few weeks to point a camera at me. Um, I think most of you are aware that I've been challenged by pretty full-on health issues as well as some mechanical issues with my motorcycle. That whole process has slowed me down quite dramatically, and I found myself stuck here in Ubud, which is in central Bali. Interestingly enough, there's the rooster. Interestingly enough, Ubud translates into the word medicine, and Ubud truly has been a medicine for me over the last few weeks. And I don't know how much most of you know or are aware that this is not only a motorcycle trip for me, but it is a big healing journey. It is a journey for me where I'm trying to find a way to heal myself from a disease that I've been facing since childhood. And this has been one part that has been playing up quite a few weeks ago, and the recovery from it took much longer than I did expect. But the whole throwback has also brought very interesting wisdom and beautiful people into my life. I got the possibility to live with a Rinpoche, a Buddhistic Lama, for about 10 days. I learned a lot from him. I got to ask him a lot of questions, and many of those questions were your questions as well. I'm still working on videographing all that. I started some very powerful spiritual work with some friends in Melbourne, with two very beloved souls that have handed me a key for something that is very profound, and that it's causing a massive transformation and a very, very intense shift on an energetic plane at the moment for me, which is so essential for my healing and for finding healing within myself, and using my own power rather than going from one healer to another. I also have been treated by Dr. John Radcliffe, who's been treating me with traditional Chinese medicine, but also sharing a lot of insight of life and wisdom with me. And all those people and possibilities would have been very different if there was not that challenge that I've been facing. So yeah, I suppose everything is just perfect. I am where I'm supposed to be. Very obviously that's not in the saddle right now, even though I can't wait to get back in there. So I have my bike at the mechanics again to answer all those bike questions. So the issues that I've been facing are engine issues. There seems to be some problem with the bearings for the valves that are not the right bearings after the engine has been customized. That also seemed to cause some problem with the carburetor, or if that wasn't the cause, there is problems with the carburetors, which have been now solved the last time I had the bike at the mechanics, but the bearing issue was not solved. And this is Bali, and I know some people ask me what is wrong, this bike is so simple, it shouldn't be that difficult to fix. Yeah, it's true, but in Bali, things that would be easy in another world are challenging here, because Bali does not have that many professionals, and things just working a little different. And just to give you one example, I had my bike for 6 days at Honda for it to be fixed. I picked it up after 6 days, or someone picked it up for me, an Indonesian person that is also speaking Bahasa, because no one at Honda speaks English. So that's the first challenge already there. And I had someone picking the bike up for me. It was running perfectly for about 4 hours, and then after 4 hours it started making the same tinkering noise again in the engine. So a few days later I go back down there and I ask what that could be, and days later they're telling me, oh yeah, there is still a problem. There is one part that is broken, but we couldn't exchange it because we don't have the spare parts. I said, well, yes, and so we can order these spare parts, and they told me it's like 3 weeks to order them, and that's why they basically just gave me the bike back without fixing it. And obviously, it would have been professional of them to tell me to leave it with me to decide if I want to wait those 3 weeks or not. However, thinking about it a couple of nights, it was like, okay, I do have friends in Java. If I know what part I need, I can get them to buy it, post it over, and maybe I can shorten that waiting period a little bit. So I'm getting back in touch again, asking what specific part is needed, and then they tell me they don't know. So this is Bali, and now I'm bringing the bike back again, hoping that they will fix it this time. And apparently now they have the part that they don't even know which part they need, and yeah, so it's frustrating, but I'm trying to keep my positive attitude, and I just try to go with the flow. And when the bike is ready and when my body is ready, I will take off. And I hope I will be patient, and I hope you will be patient until then with me as well. And I'll keep you posted about the process. Thank you. Thanks for following, and thank you for your support.